suppose when a ding couple comes to you, are there any specific anxieties that you see?
First of all this thinking about all this subject of securing personal finances starts in late 40s. So they never plan only for the most important goal like retirement.
Do you think money is only the reason why people are choosing ding?
No, I don't think so.
What is money for them?
As I think more about this, it is like they are living in abundance. They think there's enough money is going to come in future.
ये जो एक फायर का एक नया एक कॉन्सेप्ट आया हुआ है, what's your understanding of fire?
So FIRE is a good concept, like financial independent, retired early. But the important question is how many people are really preparing for it?
Yeah.
There's a formula which we follow, it's like income minus expenses is equal to savings.
Right.
कमाते हैं, खर्चे कर देते हैं, कुछ बचा तो सेव करते हैं. We change that formula. We said whatever you are earning.
If you had to give me one difference between a ding couple and a non-ding couple, ये दोनों के lives का एक difference, biggest, क्या है? Hi, this is Tanvi Joshi, your friend and a fellow learner. And firstly, thank you so much for joining this episode. Today's discussion is for a specific kind of person, someone who has decided to have a certain kind of life, which is which is now commonly called the dink life, which is double income, no kids. Whenever I thought of double income, no kids, the first thing that came to my mind was freedom. More money, fewer responsibilities, maybe more choices to spend that money. But actually, when you step away, you realize that these are people who are choosing to not live the default script. अब ये default script मतलब क्या है? मतलब education, उसके बाद नौकरी, फिर शादी, फिर बच्चे, फिर रिटायरमेंट, फिर उसके बाद हम जब बूढ़े हो जाएंगे तो हम हमारा सब कमाया हुआ पैसा हमारे बच्चों के लिए छोड़ के जाएंगे ताकि हमें सदियों तक याद रखा जाएगा. I mean, all of us want it, let's be fair. But this dink life is bringing a twist in the story. And what interested me the most is that with a ideology like double income, no kids or child-free marriages, we have completely, cut off the cord of legacy. ये जो legacy के लिए इतना सब हो रहा था in families and, friends and brothers and sisters are fighting and all of that, जो भी वो तो चलते रहेगा. But this kind of an ideology kind of steps away from that, and they have completely kicked out the whole concept of legacy the way it is seen in India, at least, right? Also, data shows some really interesting things, like the number of ding couples are increasing by many folds. Like fertility rates have dropped. No replacement. Itna drop ho gaya fertility rates. And yet, personal finance advisors are talking about things like ding couples giving lesser priority to financial planning. Thoda delayed hai. They are talking about ding couples having higher anxiety when it comes to their future or their money, तो बेसिकली इसका ये मतलब है कि पैसा ज़्यादा है लेकिन रोड मैप नहीं है. तो रोड मैप नहीं है मतलब माइलस्टोन्स नहीं है. एंड इफ देर आर नो माइलस्टोन्स, obviously every decision gets pushed. That's basically what is happening. But all is not bad. I am right now a ding couple at least. And it's not that, I'm sad about things and I'm always anxious. No, there are some good parts about it as well. But I really wanted to understand how is it that I should be looking at my finances. I wanted to know how should I plan my retirement? How should I plan my old age when probably I'll fall sick, Right now, my parents are depending on me for a lot of decisions, for a lot of support. If I don't have kids, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's why I decided to pick up this topic, and because you have clicked on this episode, I know that even you want to find this out. It's just that कभी कभी ना articulation में थोड़ा सा वक्त लग जाता है. So no problem, I have done it for you and for me. Thank you for coming on this episode, and I urge you to spend all the time that you have, because I know one thing, that you're going to go back at least knowing how your life is slightly different from your friends or your brothers or your sisters who probably is planning to have kids. To talk about this, we have a very esteemed guest with us. We have Mr. Hemant Povre with us, who has over 2 decades of experience in personal finance planning. And he is a founder of Prime Vista Investment Private Limited. He has helped over 3,000 families achieve financial freedom. Over 3,000 families and over 2 decades. मतलब उन्होंने हर तरीके के couples, हर तरीके के money mindsets देखे हुए हैं. And we are going to learn a lot from this episode. So please stay tuned. You know, you and me both uncover some fears that are at the back of our minds and we've not articulated it. तो ये सब करेंगे और बहुत सारी बातें होंगी. So stay with me and let's welcome Hemant. Hemant, welcome on the show. Thank you so much for meeting us halfway.
Thank you, Tanvi. It's a pleasure to be here on your podcast.
Thank you so much.
You really selected a very interesting topic, and it's a need of the hour.
I hope
There's
so.
a change in society which is happening, and we need to address it, and especially selecting a personal finance matters, which are very, very important for the change. This change coming up in the society.
Yeah. And while see, there will be a lot of other aspects, that are also going to be different for a DINK couple.
Yeah.
But finances is, in my mind, it is at least something that I can take control of. You know, if I get the right guidance, if I get the right perspective, कि क्या plan करना चाहिए, कितना मैंने अभी के लिए for my present life, how much is okay to spend, how much is okay to not spend, what should I cover for, which I have probably not even thought about, So there are many other aspects, but this I feel is the most important aspect that every DINK couple will be able to, take control of for themselves.
Yeah.
So before we get into the real financial discussion in terms of planning and what all to, think about, I want to first touch upon the DINK fears. Because everything is not rosy. It's obvious.
Yes.
मतलब for the outside world, their life looks great. कि यार इनको क्या responsibilities है, इनको तो whatever they earn, they can spend. They can do what they want with their money.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are some anxieties, there are some fears. Can you help us understand some fears that you have probably experienced through your clients or otherwise?
I think you touch based on it when you was explaining or talking about the subject itself.
Yeah.
So we are speaking about, you spoke about that there are other families who are like not DINK couple. They need to look forward to take care of their parents. So they need to prepare for themselves. Now the question here is, who is going to look after the DINK couple when the children are not there?
Yeah.
Indian societies are built that way, that you have children, you take care of them when they are small. Yeah. When they grow up, and when you grow old, they will take care of them. That's what the Indian society is being built that way.
Yeah.
So all this concept of DINK came from mostly from the Western side, and now we need to also look at it how over there they are taking care of the post-retirement life. So this is what the DINK couple need to look at, that side of the life, which you already covered in the subject itself.
Sure, but are there any specific anxieties that you see when a DINK couple comes to you and says, उन्होंने decide कर लिया है कि हमें बच्चे नहीं चाहिए, हमको अभी हमारा portfolio बनाना है आपके साथ, तो आप you help us. Obviously that's how the question will sound. लेकिन कुछ hidden fears, anxieties कुछ होंगे जो maybe you have picked up. Do you want to talk to us about that?
Definitely. I recently met a couple I was on a vacation during the December end, and then I met a couple and they was just chilling there in the resort, and we had a talk in general. I mean, we came for a photography tour and all that. Then said everywhere we do a fantastic travel destination, exclusive destinations and all that, and we were just chit-chatting. And then I told him that I am the person from personal finance and we take care of finances. The moment I said this, both of them get very excited. Oh, you take care of this? Can we contact you once you go back to your home? And then, because we never thought about it. And we want
Right.
to, speak to you on this subject, how it works. Do we need to plan? And they are probably in their late 30s, or starting of the 40s. And they, uh, see, in the late 40s also, they are not ever thought about consulting somebody who will, help them to plan. So there I see that, first of all this thinking about, all this subject of, securing personal finances starts in late 40s. So I think the first few years they only spend the money or whatever on the priorities, lifestyle, and all that. So they never plan only for the most important goal like retirement or post after birth. मेरा क्या होगा? मतलब बच्चे तो है नहीं ख्याल रखने वाला कोई, तो करोगे क्या आप मतलब? I think this thought only starts very late. That's the concern.
But you're saying that this thought starts late for a dink couple, or you're saying that this, because if I'm in my early 30s and if I've gotten married in time and if I have a child, then my mental wiring is already started,
Yes.
about the future कि अभी आगे क्या, अभी बच्चा बड़ा होगा, फिर उसका school. Is that what you're saying, or you're saying that dink couples are specifically thinking of finances much later?
See, there's a family structure helps, The moment the children are there, and once you get married, the moment you have children, your parents might tell you, ki Baba, theek hai, now you have children, why don't you start saving for their education?
Right.
Or maybe your friends and family can tell you, Arey, you have a child now, why don't you start saving? Because खर्चे बढ़ रहे हैं, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन अगर यूएस में जाके करना है महंगा हो रहा है, you have to start saving now. So that probably for a couple with children, in a way it comes from the society or the family or friends, that pressure or some initiative that comes from there. When it comes to dink couple, there's nobody to tell them.
Right.
First of all, it's a new thing in our society itself.
Yeah.
So they are not nobody is there to tell them कि अरे बस आपके बच्चे हैं नहीं तो आप क्या करोगे? हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं रिटायरमेंट के बाद कुछ पैसे हो गए. If not, our
ये
children will
आपको
take care
उनको
of
बोलना
them.
पड़ता है, या वो खुद आपके पास आके ये पूछते हैं कि रिटायरमेंट का प्लानिंग कैसे करे, और डू यू हैव टू इंस्टिल इट इन देम?
For dink couple, we have to ensure. We
Acha.
have to ask questions which will lead them to think. Currently, they are not even thinking. So we need to certainly ask those questions there where their minds open up. Haan, we never thought. The job will stop somewhere. Now the trend had changed. People are retiring early.
Yeah.
The jobs are not there in the market. After 45, 50, getting a job or retaining a job, what you have, especially into IT and other high-end services, it's very difficult. And then if you don't have an ecosystem where your children are there who will at least take care of you post-retirement, some support from there because they start earning by that time you retire.
Yeah.
This is a big challenge. So these couples are not even thinking about it.
तो उनके प्रायोरिटीज क्या है फ्रॉम अ फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू? आप कह रहे हैं कि वो फ्यूचर का सोचते नहीं है फिलहाल, तो राइट. तो व्हाट इन योर माइंड इज आर देयर करंट प्रायोरिटीज? फॉर व्हाट रीजन डू दे कम टू अ फाइनेंशियल planner or an advisor? What are the first few things that they are thinking of in their heads? If not future, then what are they thinking about?
So I had seen that these couples think very short term.
Acha.
Very short term. They probably look at next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year timeline. So they look at next vacation, next car, next big car. Somebody is buying a second home. Should I buy? Do we need that? Because there's a peer pressure, there's a FOMO. So they think very, very short term. I have never seen anybody coming to me and talking, Hemant, we want to achieve this goal in next 10 years time. And you let us know, please help us to, plan it and achieve that. Hardly anybody speaks about it. सब आते कि नेक्स्ट ट्रैवल वेकेशन कहाँ करना है, बढ़िया से एक मर्सिडीज कप लेनी है, इस दोस्त ने ली है तो मुझे भी लेनी है, तो मुझे इसके लिए आप हेल्प करोगे क्या?
They actually come to you
They
saying
actually
this?
come and they come maybe and you know, so the loans are so easily available for your lifestyle. If you want to buy a high-end car, the car companies are behind you.
Yeah.
The banks are behind you to give you the loan. So it become very easy to spend, you know. So they see that the short-term goals are very easy to achieve. रिटायरमेंट किसने देखा है, बाद में सोचेंगे अभी क्या है, इट्स टू अर्ली, आई एम जस्ट 35, आई एम जस्ट 40, और 15 साल है रिटायरमेंट को, क्या करना है, किसके लिए सेव करना है, क्यों करना है. विद दैट माइंड सेट दे डोंट इवन स्टार्ट सेविंग. सो दैट्स अ चैलेंज. सो
आर दे इवन बीइंग एबल टू आर्टिकुलेट, उनको खुद को ये समझ में आ रहा है कि they have anxieties with regards to money or their future, or right now it doesn't even feature in their minds?
it's unless and until they talk to us, it doesn't come up. I have not seen anybody speaking to their friends saying कि अरे अपने ऐसा कुछ सोचा है कि रिटायरमेंट का क्या करेंगे. They don't talk. They just speak about lifestyle, travel, expensive, you know, whatever you say, what is available in the market,
food
the
and all
latest
that.
iPhone and something like that. So I think unless and until they, you know, open up this subject with somebody who's not a drink couple maybe, है ना, and उनसे समझे कि बाबा आप रिटायरमेंट के लिए कुछ कर रहे हो क्या, ठीक है, बच्चों को एजुकेशन दिया, उनका प्रोविजन तो हमें नहीं करना है बिकॉज हमें बच्चे नहीं है, बट आपने रिटायरमेंट का कुछ सोचा है क्या, उनसे आइडिया लो, उनसे बात करो, और दे कैन कम टू प्रोफेशनल लाइक अस वेयर वी कैन set up some roadmap for them, or we will make them think about it. So as an advisor, as in planners, when we sit with them, everything starts from, you know, make them think about this subject. no? कि आप रिटायरमेंट के बाद या आप जैसे आपकी करियर खत्म होती है, कोई नहीं है आपके साथ.
Yeah.
By that time your parents will be also aging.
Yeah.
है ना, you need to support them at that time.
Yeah.
उनका health expenses वो सब आ सकता है. But when you grow old, who is going to be there?
Yeah.
So पैसा चाहिए. So we then tell them कि boss, you at least need to have enough money to buy those services in future when you retire.
But do you think कि डिंक इंडिया में डिंक kind of people started to accept an ideology like this also because of money only? Because of the expenses, the inflation, the rising costs of raising kids, you think? I mean, because when I was first thinking about myself, and then when I was researching this topic,
Yeah.
I realized most of the responses are कि बहुत महंगा है यार बच्चों को बड़ा करना आजकल. पहले नहीं था, शायद हम बड़े हो रहे थे तो इतना महंगा नहीं था. Cost of raising a child from the time that child is born,
Yeah.
that itself has gone up. So you think money is only the reason why people are choosing DINK?
No, I don't think so.
Acha.
I don't think so, Tanvi, because you look at the income levels now.
Fair enough.
ठीक है, 15-20 years back you say कि raising a child is an issue because there is too much of money required. Look at the salaries, look at the income today.
Yeah.
So we have enough income today. The young couples or younger couples have enough income today, and it's a double income.
Yeah.
In earlier days it was only single income. Now it's a double income with decent salaries.
Yeah,
basically.
absolutely.
So money is not an issue at all. I don't think because of that cost which we see that future expenses for education going to go up. So we should not have kids. I don't think that's
Also, there are two things happening within DINK. I feel that because one is where couples are choosing to not have kids, and one is a fair amount of couples who are unable to have kids because they're getting married much later. Fertility rates are dropping because of all other environmental issues, and तो वो भी एक सेक्शन है जो genuinely जिनको शायद they never thought of being a DINK couple, but they are
there.
They are also a part of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you said something really interesting about how they have a very short-term outlook to life. And I see it around. I see it a lot with my peers, my cousins, where most young couples only talk about the next vacation. Their big dream is every year I should be able to go where I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, this travel has become like a big buzzword. And if you're not traveling, and if you're not like you're not seeing different countries, and you're
Then,
not.
you are.
So that is obviously happening. But if we just stick to this, if on this insight of short-term thinking, what do you think is their relationship with money? मतलब पहले के generations मेरे हिसाब से they used to work really hard and earn that money, and that money had an association of me being able to do the best for my child, and then later on compounding effect में वो पैसे को बढ़ा के मेरे जाने के बाद भी मेरे बच्चे के लिए कुछ, मेरे बीवी के लिए कुछ रख के जाऊंगा, right? Now with all of that gone, what do you think, and with this whole short term living your best life concepts coming in,
Yeah.
what do you think is their association with money per se? What is money for them?
So, as I think more about this, it is like they are living in abundance. They think there's enough money is going to come in future, and my income is going to go up. The salaries are going up. I'll get further more opportunities, and I'm going to make more money, and this money is going to be enough for me. That's something which I notice in recent times. Nobody talks about that I may lose a job or my income may go down. Like what happened during COVID, nobody was prepared.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thought that COVID will come and that salaries will go down by 30, 40%, 50%, or we may lose job. So that was a major change which happened, and most of the couples was not prepared in those days. So likewise, they don't even think of uncertainty. They don't think of that income going down, one income stopping between these two people in the family. One may lose job. So insecurity
Lose a job or
is
not being able to work.
not able
There
to
can be so
work.
many things.
Yeah, insecurity is not there. So they think money is abundant, enough of money we are going to earn because we are intelligent people. There's a job opportunity around, and they don't think of insecurity at all. Like that's a problem, I see. So 30 years back, if you look at the family was preparing or saving for something.
Yeah, correct.
And they was feeling insecure, so they were securing their future.
Right.
Here it is saying my future is safe. If I am working especially into IT, my income is going to go up. And I'll retire at 50 with a lot of money. So I am spending today. So this is something
Which is so contradicting, na? Because this generation has seen things like COVID. They have seen jobs going away abruptly.
Yeah.
They are also seeing gig economy, where a lot of people are quitting jobs, working on their own, taking up projects. So probably if someone could do, one job and earn X, probably a gig worker, someone who's working on his own, is probably going to make 5x because he can talk to multiple organizations and take up multiple projects. तो इतने सारे versatile or dynamic environment में to be so optimistic about money, I wonder where that comes from. Is it coming only from a social media? जो भी हमें दिखाया जा रहा है कि अपनी लाइफ ऐसी जीनी चाहिए, if you're 9 to 5 you're boring, you're not optimizing, all of those things. So is that the reason why we are so optimistic? Otherwise there is no real reason to be. क्योंकि पहले सिक्योरिटी ज्यादा थी मेरे हिसाब से. बट दैट ऑल्सो गेट्स मी टू अ पॉइंट कि ये सिक्योरिटी का डेफिनेशन क्या है इनके लिए. Do you have you spoken to couples where they've where they talk about security of anything in life, like job or financial security, and what is their understanding of it?
They only worry about the job security.
That's it.
That's it. And maybe the next increment coming up or promotion, whatever. But no, I don't see any serious concerns or anything they plan for it. Only thing that they think that my job is secure, kind of, till it is secure. One more change I see, like this generation who are into their 35, 30 plus age, there's a security because the parents have house. Parents have some savings which they built it for themselves. So when I started my career 30 years back, I was, first aim is to save something for uncertain times.
Correct.
Then save some money to buy a first house. Then started saving money for my children's education. When it comes to young couple, income levels are good. So they are eligible for home loans very easily.
Yeah.
So they buy in their first apartment in their late 30s. So they see घर तो हो गया. Income
वो
है,
जल्दी हो जाता है.
जल्दी हो जाता है because loans are easily available. The salary is also fair. फिर रोटी मतलब इनकम तो है ही है, एक्सेसिव इनकम है रादर.
हाँ.
सो हम लोग थोड़ी महंगी रोटी खाते हैं, वी गो फॉर हाई
Yeah.
एंड डाइनिंग एंड ऑल दैट, राइट. तो ये चीजें है, क्लोथिंग तो बेसिकली हो
So
ही
रोटी
गया.
कपड़ा मकान has become basic hygiene जो बहुत साल पहले अचीव हो जाता है डिंग कपल्स के लिए.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's why and also the fact that their parents, a lot of people still live
Most
with their
of- most
parents,
of
so they all have inherited homes.
Inherit. Correct.
That also becomes a point of safety
Yeah.
for
Some
them.
safety net is there,
Yeah.
so you don't think much about uncertainty in life.
No, that's why
So
probably
वो
why
है.
when you said that they are not fearing uncertainty.
Yes.
वो दिमाग में ही नहीं आता है उनके
नहीं.
कि कुछ हो सकता है, क्योंकि शायद a lot of it is already happening so much earlier.
Yeah.
And do you think ये सारे सिचुएशन की वजह से ये फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट रिटायर अर्ली, ये जो एक फायर का एक नया एक कॉन्सेप्ट आया हुआ है, a lot of young couples constantly talk about retiring by the age of 45, which one thing I honestly don't understand कि तुम 45 में रिटायर करके करोगे क्या? क्या करोगे तुम रिटायर होके? Even if it's a traditional couple, what will you do? But anyway, so maybe this kind of a setup जो उनके पास है, जल्दी सब अचीव कर लिया है, एक ऑलरेडी इनहेरिटेड होम है, एक शायद डिस्पोजेबल इनकम ज्यादा है, इसके लिए एक और ले पाए क्योंकि बच्चे नहीं है तो वो पैसा वहां पे चला गया.
Correct.
You have the best of the cars and lifestyle. So now, okay, let's work at a concept of financially independent retiring early, right? Because otherwise it didn't make sense to me कि ये कहाँ से आ सकता है ये otherwise ये concept. What's your understanding of FIRE and how relevant do you think it is? How real do you think it is?
So FIRE is a good concept, like financial independent, retired early. Whoever have carved this concept is very nice, basically, and it looks quite fancy, and everybody speaks about it. But there's a big question. The important question is how many people are really preparing for it?
Yeah.
Do you know your FIRE number? If I ask you, Tanvi,
Absolutely
if you
no.
retire 10, do you know how much money you need so that next 25, 30 years of cash flow can be taken care?
Yeah, I mean, I can throw a number, but it will just be a random guess.
And even if you throw a number, let's say 10 crore, for example, do you know how you're going to reach to that number? What are you doing every month, every year to reach to that number till you are earning? So all this number of FIRE, whatever we speak about, it's interesting concept, and one should definitely look at the FIRE as a concept, but also arrive at the numbers first. Look at what number you need to reach there. Suppose if you want to retire, let's say in 10 years from now, or in your 45 you want to retire, and if the rough number is 10 crore, and you have another 15 years to reach there, what are you doing for that? To reach to that 10 crore number, you need to do some annual savings, some monthly savings. There's some discipline. You need to use the basic mathematical formulas to find out, reverse calculation to reach 10 crore in 15 years, how much I need to invest, at what interest rate.
Yeah.
So nobody is doing that. Or very few people are doing that.
Very few, yeah.
Or they know that this is my number and I need to save maybe a lakh rupee per month or 2 lakh rupees per month to reach to 10 crore. But how many people are really doing? तो you at times I had seen people procrastinate. अरे ठीक है अगले साल शुरू करते हैं, अभी खर्चा कर लेते हैं, अभी ये ट्रिप इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो ये न्यू ईयर पार्टी इज इम्पोर्टेंट, या वो कंसर्ट आ रहा है, कोल्ड प्ले इज इम्पोर्टेंट, वी नीड टू गो टू दैट कोल्ड प्ले.
Yeah, because on one hand you want to live short term, you want to plan life short term, and on the other hand you're talking about being financially independent and retiring early, which means every step of your next 10 years has to be pre-planned and you have to have a goal. कैसे, how is that even, I don't even see it happening. मतलब हमारे every new year के जो goals है वो हम ढंग से नहीं कर पाते हैं. So this whole financially, पहले तो ये दो concepts आप हमें समझाएं कि financially independent, what does this really mean? Because I don't think a lot of us even understand what financial independence means. And retiring early, what is retiring early? What is retiring?
So FIRE specifically talks about financial independence.
Acha.
Retire early, if you have money, you have a choice to retire early.
Right.
Suppose I want to retire at 50 and my FIRE number is, let's say, 10 crore, for example. So at 50, I achieve at 10 crore corpus. So I do a disciplined savings. I consult some financial advisor, and I plan my finances maybe 15 years back. And at 50, I have 10 crores. Now I have a choice whether to work for money or not. So my retirement is secured. I have enough money in hand now, and I'll still continue working whatever in the area where I like, or my area of interest is there, I'll work. Money won't be a necessity.
Correct.
Correct.
That is the definition of financial independence.
So you can continue working later also for your passion projects or for society. You want to do something else where you will not earn money.
Or even if you earn, it's not really going to make or break your
You are not dependent
lifestyle.
on that income. You are not dependent on that monthly income or any salary or any income post that reaching that fire number. That's what it is. But one challenge comes with that. As we are speaking, if you retire early, your retirement span will be more.
That is true.
That is going to be something different. We need to prepare for it for more, in a more better way.
Yeah.
If I retire 10 years early, means that 10 years being added to my non-earning years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something serious, which people are not looking at this moment.
And I honestly don't think that there is enough thought given to early retirement also. From the lens of early retirement, मतलब कि अब क्या करना है उस early retirement के साथ, ये शायद अभी तक किसी को भी क्लियर नहीं है. We will live our life on our terms. अभी कौन सा तुमको कोई रोक रहा है? अभी भी तो तुम अपने टर्म्स पे लाइफ जी रहे हो. We will live our life on our terms. We will travel. We will do this. तो मतलब अभी जो कर रहे हो वही फायर नंबर के बाद करना है. How is it any different? So that you're right. I don't think this additional 10 years to your retirement has been planned. और अभी ना इतना, the more we talk about this, I feel like इतना hodgepodge है फिलहाल with all these new concepts.
Yes.
क्योंकि there is one narrative happening where people say there is no retirement age. तो 60s में people are starting new businesses and becoming big. Shark Tank पे कितने सारे ऐसे लोग आए हैं, कितने सारे आए हैं. तो what is that narrative that you want to follow? Seriously, it needs some amount of thinking. Otherwise, पहले 5 साल हम तो फायर, उसके बाद फिर हम कहेंगे अरे नहीं रिटायरमेंट का कोई एज ही नहीं है, यू विल गेट ओल्ड इफ यू डोंट डू एनीथिंग, सो आई वांट टू कीप वर्किंग. ये भी सब चल रहा है. सो वन रियली नीड्स टू स्टेप बैक एंड थिंक हमें करना क्या है, क्या अचीव करना है. इफ इट इज जस्ट द नंबर that needs to get achieved, then yes, there are ways to put a framework and start looking at your expenses and investments in that way. But I honestly feel like some serious thinking is needed. And not just running after some new concept that has come up कि हाँ हम भी ये करेंगे. It's not necessary that everybody needs to be living the same life. But since you mentioned this number 2-3 times, let's come back to it. Okay, you said like a fire number is 10 crores, which I'm assuming, which means that if you want to become financially independent and retire early, you need to have 10 crore in your bank account. That's what I understand as a layperson.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who do you think is this number realistic for? I mean, a person who's, let's assume there is a person who is in IT doing a job. His wife is probably a teacher. Okay. What should be a monthly household income for a couple to reach a number like 10 crore? I'm honestly not trying to make you put the math here. What I'm trying to get to is कि अगर हमें कुछ consider भी करना है ऐसा कुछ, तो realistic होना बहुत जरूरी है. If my monthly income is very low and if I'm saying मुझे fire number achieve करना है, is there a possibility to do that? If there is a possibility to do that, then how should one go about it? Because people, like we said, right, that people are really just running after terms and fads without really analyzing कि मेरी reality क्या है. So if we have to just talk about basic numbers where not too much math is needed because I'm not good with math at all, but for a 10 crore fire number at say the age of 45, 48, okay, what is a good monthly income? like generally with basic investments and everything?
See, let's not define the income number today
Okay.
because the audience, what we are addressing today, having maybe a different income. We can't increase the income. If I tell you today that you need X number amount of salary per month, you can't increase that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I can give you another formula.
Okay.
The best formula or a simple idea is here. You look at your savings ratio. How much you are saving per month, per year from your income. That is more important.
So how much should that be?
It should be ideally, if you are looking at this a larger number of 10 crore to be achieved in next, say, 15 years time from here onwards, I can give you that number how much you need.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be roughly, let's say, around 2 lakh rupees a month savings probably required for 15 years, which will take you to 10 crore at
Right.
roughly 10% plus interest rate, basically. Okay. But if that is not achievable, that is not possible, then you say maximum possible. So we set up the benchmark for our clientele who are coming up. There's a formula which we follow. It's like income minus expenses
Yeah.
is equal to savings.
Right.
कमाते हैं, खर्चे कर देते हैं, कुछ बचा तो सेव करते हैं.
Correct.
Correct. When they come to us, we change that formula.
Okay.
We say whatever you are earning, उसका 30% बाजू में रखो. Plan your expenses with 70%. So आपने 1 लाख रुपए कमाया, आप 30-40 हज़ार रुपए सेव कर दो. बचा जो 60-70 हज़ार उसमें खर्चे मैनेज करो. So income minus savings is equal to expenses is the right formula.
Acha. Interesting.
So you earn, you save, and then whatever is left you spend on your lifestyle or whatever you want to do.
Right.
So you need to get into a disciplinary savings. पहले के ज़माने में प्रोविडेंट फंड होता था, वो इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज लोग लेते थे क्योंकि वो पैसा सैलरी घर पे आने के पहले ही कट जाए. प्रोविडेंट फंड कट होके सैलरी हाथ में आती है.
Correct.
तो वो डिसिप्लिनरी मैंडेटरी सेविंग्स हो गया फॉर योर रिटायरमेंट.
Correct.
उसको आप टच भी नहीं कर सकते हो. तो आज के ज़माने में वो है नहीं. So what we tell our clients, although we can come to that number ki how much you need to save for 10 crore,
Yeah.
but first start with the discipline of savings. Keeping away 30%, keeping aside 30-40% for your future goals.
Got it.
One should start with that. That's what the formula which we give it to our clients. And where we are investing. Wherever you are investing today, is it giving you returns above more than inflation or not? That is another thing need to be taken care.
But do you think a dink couple or someone who has a goal of retiring early, being financially independent and retiring early, should be more aggressive in where they put their money, where they invest their money, or is it like a standard process for everybody? Because we talk about them not, because they don't have kids, they don't have that additional expense year on year.
Yeah.
Right? तो वो बच रहा है उनका. So does it mean that a dink couple to achieve does it mean a dink couple can achieve their FIRE number faster than a traditional couple?
They can. Definitely. Subject to the save. So
Which is not happening because they're thinking short term.
Yeah. Which is not happening because, see, like in a married family with children, like they need to save for their children's future education. So they keep aside some money for their children's graduation, their post-graduation, which is so expensive.
तो वहाँ पे forced savings
their
ज़्यादा हो रहा
marriages,
है.
they need to start saving for their marriages. So उसमें से compulsory saving हो जाता है. यहाँ पे क्या होता है with the dink couple, जैसे कुछ खर्चे नहीं है, तो खर्चे करो. फ्यूचर में कोई खर्चे नहीं तो सेव नहीं करना है उसके लिए, तो अभी खर्चे कर लो, अभी खर्चे कर लो. तो वो होता है. तो देयर प्रॉब्ली rather I'll say the dink couple have a more potential to save. खर्चे कम है ना. So they should save more so that they can retire early. Which is 100% possible.
And that's why FIRE as a concept is also more prominent in dink couples, majorly.
And there are fewer,
there are fewer traditional couples who talk about. There are traditional couples also who are aiming for a FIRE number.
Yeah.
But mostly it is dink couples because, like you rightly said,
because for the traditional couple, one is securing the FIRE number, but before that they
have to secure
their children's future education cost and all. Na?
Yeah.
So their priority is first securing their children's future,
right.
education, marriage, everything, and then the FIRE number. For dink couple, it is only FIRE number.
Yeah.
उसके लिए भी ज़्यादा सोचा नहीं जाता.
Correct.
That's the challenge. So they should save more for sure. They should have a great balance. Enjoy your life today. I'm not saying no. Have
Yeah.
a great lifestyle expense, but at least if you're able to save 30% aside, keep aside 30% for your retirement, it is going to help them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in uncertain times like this, where job security is actually not there, they have to be more serious about it. So another important goal for the DING couple is to have a contingency fund.
Okay.
They need to have a contingency fund.
Why just a DING couple?
For anybody it is required, but for the non-DING couple, there is some ecosystem.
Right.
Parents are there, they must have saved some money for their children's education. They can dip into it
Acha. Oh, yeah,
and
that's an
use it
interesting
when
point.
the when the contingency comes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for a DING couple, they have to separately, diligently plan for contingency, like what COVID
And
happened.
individually do it, huh?
Yes.
You're not saying as a unit. They should individually
as
also.
a individually and as a unit,
And as a
both way
unit.
they can think that way. But they have to plan for their contingency fund. And that number comes to roughly 10 to 12 months of your monthly expenses.
And by when should one have this kind of
Immediately. Because contingency can come tomorrow.
a fund? That is true. So we are already a little late.
Late. Yeah. So look at your monthly expenses, whatever, दोनों को मिला के जो monthly expenses है, your basic mandatory expenses and some lifestyle expenses and whatever EMIs you have, which are mandatory payments, which goes out, make a total of it. Minimum 10 to 12 months of money. If it is 2 lakh rupees per month, which is a mandatory expense, including your lifestyle, utility, rentals, EMI, if it is 2 lakh a month, then 2 lakh into 12.
Yeah.
24 lakh rupees, you need to have it in some savings like fixed deposits
Right.
or debt funds, which is you're not touching that money for your vacations, for your lifestyle. No.
That should happen
Huh.
separately.
Yeah. Because if any eventuality like COVID
Yeah,
happens,
yeah.
or if any one out of two lose job,
Yeah,
for whatever reason, any illness happens, any accident happens for one member and then one income stops,
Yeah.
then how you're going to run the cash flow? So DING couple, two important goals they need to plan. One is contingency fund, as we are speaking, having enough backup in hand, having enough money to take care of the contingency, and definitely plan for the long-term goal, which is retirement.
Right.
Yeah.
So retirement also, since obviously we are talking about early retirement and planning for that, how do you see retirement unfolding for DING couples? Because I can see that it's going to be different from how it'll be for a traditional couple who has now probably kids who are 20 or 21, whatever, by the time they're retiring, right? Their kids will be growing up, maybe first jobbers, already moved into the job market. So ये traditional couple का हो गया. How will a DING couple, how should a DING couple plan their retirement different? Is there any difference? And if there is a difference, what is that difference?
Definitely there's a difference because as we are speaking about a traditional couple with children,
Yeah.
there is some ecosystem, there is some backup.
Yeah.
We had, the culturally children are growing that way that you have to take care of your parents. There's some
At least in
connect.
India, it's
At
like
least in India only. So there's some connect, there's some sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
We can look forward for some support in the old age towards coming from children.
Yeah.
When it comes to DING couple, there's nobody.
Yeah.
You can go back to your parents, but your parents itself they are getting old.
Yeah.
So rather, probably they will need your support. But when you grow old, in your late 60s, let's say, what you need is the money.
Yeah.
You might need to, think of, getting into some assisted living, facilities in your late 60s or late 70s when you grow old. So like there are some facilities like retirement homes or some infrastructure projects are also there.
Sure.
Or you might need to get into assisted living. I had seen like some facilities are there in Hyderabad, Bangalore side.
Yeah.
Where people are signing up right now only, like after 70.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are places. So I met a couple who are not a DING couple, but they are in their late 60s. They came to us in their late 60s to plan their personal finances.
Acha.
And they said that we have children, but we don't want to depend on them.
Got it.
So make sure that we have enough money when we shift into a assisted living place, which they
We
had
should be
already
able to find.
shortlisted that in Hyderabad there's some place we want to move there in our late 70s. And the cost is going to be 2 lakh per month
Acha.
to stay there. So please make sure that we are there. Whatever corpus we build for retirement
Yeah.
should take care of monthly, income of 2 lakh rupees just to stay there in that assisted living.
Wow.
So the young couple need to really think about having enough money post-retirement, to get these facilities if required, to access these facilities.
But are they thinking retirement right now? Are they thinking about, do they see it differently? Because I'll tell you why. Because when I spoke to a few friends of mine who have chosen to not have kids, obviously everything about present was very happy
Yeah.
and glorious and they were having the best time. But when I asked them कि अच्छा फिर बुढ़ापे का क्या?
हाँ.
कितना पैसा रखना है? Have you found this out? What will you do later? Even suppose unfortunately if you fall sick, then what will you do? हम हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस ले लेंगे बढ़िया वाला क्योंकि हमारे पास तो पैसे हैं. ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद जब वापस आओगे घर पे कोई पूछने के लिए है ही नहीं, दोनों बुढ़े हो गए हैं. Both will not be able to take care of each other all the time. Then what? We'll hire some service. All of that. Logically, everything is in place. सोचा है? नहीं सोचा. So that's why retirement became like another thing that kept, I kept thinking about it. Ki how will these guys, how much should they plan for their how much, matlab not in figures, but how much of it should start now in our minds कि क्या करें हम retirement के लिए कितना पैसा चाहिए हमको उसके बाद हम उसका क्या करेंगे because with retirement like I said there are also going to be like you also said care facilities are going to be needed. I'm not going to be able to call up my child and say there is no equivalent of a child or my parent who I am going to call up and say अच्छा मेरे को ना थोड़ा ठीक नहीं लग रहा है एक महीने के लिए आ जा मेरे पास come and stay with me. I do that for my mother right now. I don't know who I will do it for with if I need it later. So these things clearly are not featuring in people's minds. But what do you think should people be doing in terms of planning their finances right now? कि क्या करना? How should they think about these additional expenses that are going to come their way? And within retirement and old age also, are there things that will come up which we've not thought of?
So what we are doing with our clients who are DING couple is like, one is that we spoke about some 10 crore as a example, as a number. Basically, if you have a 10 crore, then your 30 years of post-retirement life is taken care in terms of your monthly expenses. Okay.
Yeah.
We are also telling them to have another 50 lakhs to 1 crore, a separate corpus to take care of the healthcare part post-retirement.
Got it.
Money is everything. What you need is the money to pay for the services. You will get best of the services in India, at least. Whatever services don't pay the price, you get it. Right? So India is definitely much ahead in terms of access to the services.
Yeah.
So we tell them to have a separate 50 lakh 1 crore corpus post-retirement for these, to avail this kind of services. This is what we are telling our client to prepare financially. Secondly, we are telling them to, in a way, start writing what you're going to do post-retirement. You need to have some activity in hand.
Right.
What you'll do sitting at home. Suppose I'll give you 10 crore and you are at the age of 50 sitting at home with 10 crore. Your monthly cash flow is taken care. Karoge kya? So we tell them to start writing their hobbies, anything they want to do, anything which उनको करना था लाइफ में लेकिन कर नहीं पाए because बिजी थे काम में, व्यस्त है अपने अभी के जो बिजनेस में या जॉब में जो भी करते हैं. कुछ नया करना है, किसी को कुछ कैफे शुरू करना है, कुछ रेस्टोरेंट शुरू करना है, या somebody want to do something for society, कुछ NGO में काम करना है. तो पैसा का प्रोविजन हम लोग कर लेंगे if they are on track and they take advice from some financial experts like us and they prepare finances. But time का क्या करोगे?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a challenge basically. So we also tell them to start writing those points where क्या करना है लाइफ में. कुछ हॉबी था बाकी रह गया लाइफ में, लिखो. Then we tell them to also increase their network, the circles they are into.
Acha.
If you want to get into, say, photography after a few years, start building
That network
a
right
network, start going for photography workshop now only when
Yeah.
you're working. So that वो एक टेस्ट भी हो जाएगा कि आपको ये really अच्छा लगता है
अच्छा
नहीं
लगता
लगता
है।
है. You have those circles. So when I look at me, I have multiple circles. I'm into adventure, I go for treks. So I have a different friend circle. I'm into motorcycling, so I have another circle who do motorcycling.
Right.
I have another circle who do farming, or organic farming, so I am now associated with them.
Got it.
So I have kept this 4-5 different hobbies, and I'm preparing that when I'm going to retire after 5 years or 10 years from now, I already have that network in it.
Got it.
Because after retirement पैसा है, but लोग नहीं है साथ में कोई. कुछ करने के लिए है नहीं तो क्या करोगे आप? So we are, telling them to plan or start experimenting something now only before retirement, so that आपको पता चलेगा कि ये मेरे लिए अच्छा है कि नहीं अच्छा है.
So Hemant, one thing that I've always wondered, especially for a DINK couple, is retirement तक, old age, बीमारियां सब हम plan कर लेंगे.
जी.
One aspect that keeps us a little, or at least keeps me a little unsettled, is what after that? After I cease to exist, मेरा कमाया हुआ पैसा सही हाथों में जाना, सही सोर्सेज के पास जाना, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Yeah.
How do I ensure that for a person who's listening to us right now, who has made up his mind for living a DINK life? I want you to tell him how should he look at his money going to the right sources in the right hands, whether it is early death or late death or death at the right time, whatever it is. How should one ensure that the money is traveling to the right place?
Okay. So we are talking about basically securing that money, and post me, it's a legacy planning, what we call it,
Yes.
or estate planning,
Yeah.
right? So there are two people in the family at this moment, husband, wife,
Yeah.
spouse, and all. So if one person dies, for unfortunately, if the one person dies, then the second person will take care of that, whatever is being saved or built. And then after that, what to do?
Yeah.
That's going to be a big question, right?
Correct.
So we need to write a will. They have to write a will, first of all, saying and define. This is a corpus we have. This is a house we have. These are the savings we have. We want this to be with us till we are there, because you need money to take care of yourself
Yeah.
till you're there. And in a will, you need to very clearly mention that post both of us are not there, this money is going to go to maybe any of the family members there. They want to give it to. They want to break it into some family members, or somebody want to give it to a charity or any NGO. Everything need to be mentioned clearly in a will. That's the right way. But first and foremost, make sure that you have enough money till you are there.
Yeah.
And then you think of it and write it in the will that after us, both of us are not there, this money is going to go this way. So writing a will for a DINK couple is very, very important. And they should do it right away. They should not wait for that. We'll do it in our late 50s or late 60s. No.
Okay.
Life is uncertain.
Yeah.
You never know tomorrow we are there or not.
Yeah. Which is true for anybody actually.
Yeah.
And will as a document, unfortunately, comes in very late in Indian families. It gets discussed very late. Sometimes it doesn't even happen. And that's why we've seen generations kind of fighting over properties and things like that. So will clearly is a important aspect of financial planning. But more so for DINK couple, what I hear from you is that it needs to happen. It has to happen. It is a mandatory
Yeah.
thing to do. And if possible, it should happen earlier.
Earlier.
Not
Yeah.
in your 60s and 70s when the
Yes.
first health crisis comes into your life. And
Yeah.
then you start thinking, नहीं यार अभी मैं कल बचूंगा नहीं तो करूंगा क्या
Correct.
पैसे का. So fair enough. That's a fair point. And legacy itself is a questionable topic with DINK, because like we've established it over multiple points in this discussion
Yeah.
that legacy का definition ही change
Change हो
हो
गया.
गया है, पूरा change हो गया है कि this leaving behind is a concept that is just gone.
What we are seeing in the DINK couple, Tanvi, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
it's like they don't have their own child,
Yeah.
but there's some, kind of what you call a love for child. So they look for some family member where the nephew is there or niece is there. ठीक है, something I'll keep for this child in a family, maybe brothers, son, daughter, whatever. And they say कि ठीक है, when we are not there, let this money go there. And that happens. So, but it is better that you mention in a will.
Yeah.
Or other way to look at it, like you first secure your finances. When you see there's an excess money, which you may not need, start giving immediately. Don't wait for that post-retirement, I'll give a post my that this money will go. By that time, a child may be in a position to earn there is more money. Why to wait for that? So when I see that I'm a dinkable and I had secured that, let's say, assume 10 crore retirement number, and I see there's an excess money now, you start giving now maybe a small amount of 10, 15, 20,000 rupees now to that family member or child which is in need today maybe. So we can do it now also.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, fair enough. But for people who don't, maybe they don't have very close ties with their families, they don't have like a child to in the family to give back their money to. What are the different? What are the other options for such people? Like charity is one.
Yeah.
Apart from that, are there any other products or any other options where you can kind of park your money so that it goes to the right places, right sources, or how should they? If that hasn't occurred to them yet, and again charity is not something that they are willing to do, क्या करना चाहिए, कैसे सोचना चाहिए अपने पैसे के बारे में?
See, ये तो पहले सोचना चाहिए जब आपके पास excess हो.
हाँ, वो भी है.
First of all, you need to first save for your retirement, PAN number या जो भी हमने contingency fund जो. उसके बाद अगर आपको लगता है कि हाँ थोड़ा पैसा हो सकता है कि जो मैं अभी से देना शुरू करूँ, then as I said that network of friends people you have around, उनसे check करो क्या है, which is the right institute,
you can also
कहाँ
give
पे क्या
back,
हो रहा है. तो we as an institution, our own company contribute for education and medical care as a cause. And wherever we see there are good NGOs who are really doing a good work.
Nice.
Like I know one NGO who works in education and they pay for the education fees for underprivileged children. When I check their balance sheet, how they are managing the money, their admin cost is 1.5% only. So whatever they collect, they only spend 1.5% to manage that entire NGO, which is fantastic.
Yeah, the rest goes for
the charity, which is fantastic. So there are institutions like this available.
Right.
And one can contribute for
That's a great perspective on, post after you're done with all your responsibilities, when you start living for yourself, even after you go away, you can, give back to your interests.
Yes.
That is the role of having some hobby, some interest in your life, where you can literally also give money, amount of your money to that cause.
I have a couple who's a DINK couple in a way, and when we started planning their personal finances 10 years back, and today we know that their fire number is secured, there's enough contingency fund. Even their annual travel money is kept aside. Every year we give them some money, go and plan your travel.
Right.
So they thought about it, and then we looked at a bigger picture or a broader numbers over a 10 years time. We see there will be a 50 lakh rupees surplus. Okay. And now only we have started thinking where to give that money, what to do with that money.
Yeah.
So they have a dream to build a school, like they want to give back to society in the education side. They said, can we find out some institution, Hemant, where I can give 50 lakh rupees to build a school? Now, I am searching for, that cause, who can do that for them.
Amazing.
And why to do it when you are not there? You can do it now and enjoy it. You can see it in front of you that, you are doing something good for the society and society is getting benefit now itself.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
That is fair.
So, this is also can be planned. So, we are ultimately coming to the planning is necessary for everyone, especially for the DINK couple, that you plan properly.
Yeah. If you had to give me one difference between a DINK couple and a non-DINK couple, ये दोनों के lives का एक difference, biggest, क्या है?
If you look at their earning years, there's a difference.
Both.
For
दोनों
both,
का.
like for a DINK couple, when let's say non-DINK couple, where there are children, there are other family members, the non-DINK couple has to save mandatory for their children's education,
Yeah.
their marriage, and other goals. So their savings capacity is less. They can't save more for
In
their
their-
own
in their
retire-
earning
in
years,
their
you're
earning
saying.
years. They
Okay.
have to spend for those fees and all that.
Yeah.
Versus the DINK couple have limited expenses.
Right.
There are no such mandatory expenses for school fees or savings for the future education and all that. So ideally, a DINK couple should save more for their own future. They have a more surplus to invest monthly,
Yeah.
annually, which they have to use it to secure their future once they retire.
Right.
No, so that's a difference here, biggest difference here in earning years. So DINK couple need to be should diligently save more. Where the non-DINK couple is not able to do. That is most important. Post-retirement, the life is completely different. For a non-DINK couple, there's some ecosystem. The children are there around, the family is there around to look after.
Yeah.
Non-DINK couple has to stay alone. I mean, there's no backup. So they have to have enough money.
The DINK couple
The
has to
DINK
stay
couple
alone.
has to have enough money.
Yeah.
To take care of themselves. As we spoke about assisted living, maybe
Yeah.
having enough money to pay for the services which you need. So that's the main difference I see.
Also, a large aspect of it is feeling lonely, because I see my parents sometimes, even though they have me and my sister who lives out of India, but she keeps coming once a year. There are times when I can't make time for them, and I see the loneliness that they feel. And then they will immediately pick up the phone and say, "Why haven't you called? Where are you? Why aren't you coming and seeing me?" I don't think a DINK couple will have that luxury. और ये कोई deny कर ही नहीं सकता है. Because emotional needs, you can't quantify them and say कि नहीं मैं तो बहुत पैसा बना लूंगा, मैं तो क्रूज पे चले जाऊंगा, रोज नए लोगों को मिलूंगा. रोज नए लोगों को मिलना ये कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. हमारे लोगों के साथ एक कनेक्शन होना, to someone to fall back on,
Yeah.
that aspect also I think is something that DINK couples should be very conscious of. But from what you said, what it looks like, if I have to simplify it for someone like me, what it looks like is कि earning years में a non-DINK couple, a traditional couple, will probably be a little more stretched.
Yeah.
There is also a possibility, or there is more possibility of only one member earning
Yes.
in a non-DINK family.
Yeah.
In that case, that one person will be even more stretched क्योंकि उसको सारे फ्यूचर का प्लानिंग अभी करना है. उसके बच्चे के फ्यूचर के लिए, उसके मेडिकल के whatever expenses के लिए.
Correct.
So they are stretched at that time, where a DINK couple is actually chilling because they have surplus.
Yeah.
So these narratives of अरे 2 इंटरनेशनल वेकेशंस तो होने ही चाहिए, अरे यहाँ पे तो जाना ही चाहिए, हमें एक गाड़ी तो होनी ही चाहिए, 1 रिटायरमेंट होम तो बनना ही चाहिए, ये सारे narratives आते हैं because right now there is surplus.
Yeah.
But interestingly, what I hear from you is, come retirement age, the non-DINK couple is going to be relaxed. Now they will start planning, अरे क्रूज तो जाना चाहिए, अरे ये रिटायरमेंट होम में तो हमने जाना ही चाहिए, ये सब they will start saying, whereas a DINK couple may have additional things to think about, which is health, which is care facilities, which is what if I don't have anybody to talk to. So those things, so by that logic, they'll be stretched here. This is where
Yeah.
stretching starts for a DINK couple, and for a non-DINK couple, it happens early and they're getting on with life.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so clearly, every decision comes with its own pros and cons. But what I understand from this whole discussion is that nothing is etched in stone. All our lives are dynamic and things are going to keep changing and evolving. The only intention is to understand what you're getting into. Be cognizant of the fact that if you're choosing a life without kids, it's going to come with a certain preparations that you'll have to do.
Yeah.
Think about will early on. Don't plan your life short term. Please know that you're going to be responsible for your life even in your old age. There is no plan B. So with all these fun things that you're doing, there are also going to be some downsides of it which needs to be planned for from a financial point of view. Because at the end of it, like you rightly said somewhere in the middle of our conversation, that money is what a dink couple needs. Money
Yes.
in every stage, and that is what I feel differentiates a dink couple from a traditional couple. खुशी, इमोशंस, ये सब तो ठीक है, ये अपने चीज़ें चलती रहेंगी, लेकिन पैसा बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है एक डिंक कपल के लिए प्लान करना और अच्छे से स्पेंड करना, बिकॉज दे आर देयर ओन गार्डियंस.
Yes.
That's what I see. We also heard some good frameworks from you in terms of how we should look at saving. I love the insight about if you have surplus right now, please don't look at your life short term and say कि हाँ चलो एक और वेकेशन कर लेते, एक और गाड़ी ले लेते. उस surplus को बचाओ, उसको अपने फ्यूचर के लिए रखो. कोई नहीं सोचने वाला है तुम्हारे लिए. यू आर सपोज टू थिंक फॉर योर सेल्फ. सो सम रियली नाइस nuggets here, and thank you so much for giving us this time, Hemant. Is there anything that you want to tell this person who's listening to us right now, who's going to tune in and is going to hope that his life changes, his or her life changes from here on? Is there any message that you want to give them?
See, I want to convey here that I know see that it's a long-term journey.
Yeah.
You know, life is long-term, and then you have to have somebody outsider,
Yeah.
to guide you.
Yeah.
You know. So when you go to an expert, he give you out of the box ideas, out
I
of box
agree.
thinking, and he bring in that kind of discipline. So on this journey of financial independence, FIRE we spoke about, or securing your retirement, or whether DINK or non-DINK, I suggest to consult an expert into the area of finance and have some mentor with you, some consultant who is doing an annual review sitting with you, checking where you're going, how the changes are happening in your life, do you have enough money. Have somebody on this journey with you who will work as your friend, your mentor, and correct you when you are not doing the things right.
Yeah.
So having somebody, a professional person with you on this journey will definitely make things easier.
Yeah, fair enough. That's absolutely fair. And over all these episodes that I have done for Meet Me Halfway, one thing that I have realized that every guest speaker has, some have articulated it like that, some have said it, indirectly. But one common truth is that know yourself, know where you're going, and always get the right advice from the right person. It is so important. हम ये पता नहीं कौन से ये माइंड स्टेट में है आजकल की, वी कैन फाइंड आउट एवरीथिंग, हमको सब पता है. हम एक चैट जीपीटी में डाल देंगे, हमको पूरा प्लान मिल जाए. नो, देयर इज अ रीजन व्हाई देयर इज एन एक्सपर्टीज. देयर इज अ रीजन व्हाई देव स्पेंड सो मेनी years doing what they're doing. And as much as it is important to know yourself very well, so you know exactly what you're getting into, once you've reached that place, please go to that expert and find out whether you're doing the right things the right way. Otherwise, it's a bigger cost to pay later.
Yeah.
So superb. Thank you, Hemant.
My pleasure. Thank you, Tanvi, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I hope you found this video useful. Firstly, thank you for taking the time out to watch this video to make your life better. Thank you for sharing this video with somebody who you think needs it. And I'm really waiting to meet you halfway in the next episode.